Fight until you're blessed. There's an old saying in Kannada that every story in the world can be reduced to three things: land, woman, and gold. And it sounds convincing at first. After all, the Mahabharata war was fought over land, the Trojan War over Helen, and modern films like KGF revolve around gold. But here's the real problem. This reductionist view does nothing to help you live better. If you're curious and creative, you realize something simple and powerful. Stories are not about land, women, or gold only. Stories are about lessons that the elders have passed on. And one of the greatest lessons they teach is the spirit of fighting. You fight to make the land yield. You fight for your honor. And sometimes you fight to change the meaning of the very stories that have enslaved you and stopped you from living. Because nothing valuable comes without a struggle. Look at Arjuna, for example. There is a moment in the forest when Arjuna fights a hunter, not knowing it is Lord Shiva in disguise. When he realizes the truth, he doesn't fall at Shiva's feet, he doesn't apologize, he doesn't step back, he fights harder, refusing to stop until he is blessed. And Shiva rewards his persistence with the Pashupatastra, one of the greatest divine weapons ever given to a human. The lesson is unmistakable. Fight until you are blessed. Now, across continents and centuries, a man named Jacob wrestles through the night with a mysterious figure he cannot identify. Only later does he realize he was wrestling with God himself. And when God tries to leave, Jacob holds on and says, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." So he keeps fighting, injured, exhausted, trembling, but he refuses to let go. And the blessing arrives because he would not quit. Again, the same truth. Fight until you are blessed. History continues the pattern. Socrates fought the temptation to save himself. He chose truth over safety and paid with his life. But he died undefeated because he never compromised. Jesus fought injustice and sin, and he carried that fight to the very end, showing that some battles must be fought even when they cost everything. In every story that survives time, blessing comes to the one who refuses to stop fighting. Not the most talented, not the most lucky, not the most privileged, but the one who does not withdraw when the struggle feels overwhelming. So, here is your reminder. You don't fight because the blessing is guaranteed. You fight because the blessing never comes to the one who walks away. Whatever battlefield you stand on today, your work, your fears, your failures, your grief, don't collapse. Fight with clarity, fight with dignity, and fight with faith. Most importantly, fight until you are blessed. And when your time is up, your story will show that you stood your ground. For more insights from philosophy and literature, subscribe to my channel.